Okay. So Newton's laws of motion that we have already seen all the laws, and now we start with the numericals. Now let's see what. The first question: a block of mass 2 kg. Mass 2 kg. A block of mass 2 kg placed on the long frictionless horizontal table is pulled horizontally by a constant force F. This is the block which is lying on the table and it is pulled horizontally by a constant force F. This mass is 2 kg. It is found to move 10 meters in the first 2 seconds. Okay, so it moves 10 meters. S is equal to 10 meters in the first 2 seconds. The constant force is applied. Find the magnitude of the force. Well, we assume here the initial velocity to be 0. Okay? So the initial velocity is 0. This is to be assumed. How do we find out the force? Which formula? ma. M is known. Acceleration. Can you make out the acceleration from this? Kinematic equations. How? S is equal to ut. Can I leave it to you? I mean, you know, you here. A, you can find S known, T known, you also find out K. This K you will substitute with F is equal to M. So, this kind of solution is called as discussion solution. Okay? Question number 2. A car moving at 40 km per hour is stopped by applying the brakes. 40 km per hour. Stopped. Final velocity is 0. Initial velocity is this much. This is 40 into 5 by 8. That is the okay. By applying the brakes in the next 4 meters. So this distance is 4 meters. Okay. If the car weighs 2000 kg, what average force must be applied on it? Car weighs 2000 kg. What average force? Yes. So once again, F is equal to ma. It will be the deceleration. Okay. UVAS. V square. Yes. V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. V square 0. U square. Well, this is 9. 20 100 upon 9 square 2 acceleration displacement is 4. So minus 8 8a is equal to minus 100 square upon 9 100 upon 9 square. Something like this. You see? So you can calculate this with the help of calculators. This will give you acceleration, but this will be the negative acceleration, meaning that it's a deceleration. Okay, but I will take only its positive value for the sake of calculation of m. F is equal to ma. You substitute m, you substitute a, and get the value of force. Can I leave it to you? Okay. In a TV picture tube, electrons are ejected from the cathode. Cathode is the one which ejects the electrons with negligible speed. The initial velocity is 0. Electrons reach the velocity of 5 into 10 raised to 6. Final velocity meter per second in traveling 1 centimeter. The displacement is 1 centimeter. 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Then, assuming straight line motion, find the constant force exerted on the electron. F is asked. So the same thing. Mass of the electron is given 9.1 into 10 raised to 31 minus 31 kg. Okay, fine. Same. F F is equal to ma, you have to find out the acceleration. V square is equal to u square plus 2as. Final velocity 5 square 25, 10 raised to 6 का square 10 raised to 12. U is 0 plus 2 times the acceleration into the displacement is 10 raised to 1 into 10 raised to minus 2. Right? Now, so the acceleration is 12.5 into 10 raised to minus 2 plus 2. इधर नीचे जाएगा minus 2 ऊपर जाएगा plus 2, so 10 raised to 12, 40 is the acceleration. So acceleration is, if I transfer it the decimal on this side, it will be plus. So acceleration is 1.25 into 10 raised to 15 meter per second square. And the force is given by F is equal to ma. Mass is 9.1, 10 raised to minus 31, and the acceleration is 1.25, cancel, 10 raised to 50. Now 91 and this 10 raised to minus 60. Let us take a calculator. Guys, with the calculator, you can say 9.1 into 1.25. 9.1 into 1.25. 11.375. Check answer, please. 11.375. पीछे आंसर चेक करो. So this is like 1.1 into 10 raised to इधर से इधर आएगा तो minus 15 Newton. This is the force exerted on the electron. 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 15 Newton. उधर ही दिया है आंसर. Well, let us read the question. Says question number 5.4. A block of mass 0.2 kg is suspended from the ceiling by a light string. A second block of mass 0.3 kg is suspended from the first block through another string. Find the tension in the two strings. Right. There is something like this. This is the first string. Block. Second string. Another block. Got the question? Okay. 0.2 kg, 0.3 kg. This mass is 0.2 kg. This mass is 0.3 kg. We have to find out the tension in both the strings. Take G is equal to 10 Newton seconds. What is the tension in the string 1? I call this a string 1. And this is string 2. So I have to find out what is tension in the one and the tension in the second string. Well, I will draw the free body diagram of this. I will draw the free body diagram of this point, which is a common point. Well, I'll call this as point A. And this is the point which is common point for this block and this string. That is called the common point. So let me draw the free body diagram of A. The free body diagram can be for a body, for a point, for a particle. So now, what are the forces acting on this particle A? This is particle A. One, weight is acting downwards, weight of this block. And this weight is equal to m2, weight of this block, that is equal to m2 into g. That means 0.3 into 10, that is equal to 3 Newton. Understood? And the second one, the second force which is acting on this is the tension. No, it's only this tension. It's only this tension. It is only this tension because it is in connection with the tension. And that tension I will call this as T2. And now I would say, since there is no motion, there is no movement, it's not moving anywhere around.
T8 is equal to tension.
So T2 is equal to W2. T2 is equal to W2 is equal to 3 Newton. So I got this answer, which is equal to 3 Newton. Now in the second part, I'll draw the free body diagram of block B, point B, and PD of B. What are the forces acting on this now? If this is point B, this is A. So this is B, I would say. So what are the forces? It is
of the body here.
You can say this is block B or this is block A. I can say that this is the block. यहाँ पर भी मैं उसको एक block A भी बोल सकता हूँ. It can be for the body, it can be for the point also. So if I draw here for this block, B.
Block B plus A.
So यहाँ पर क्या क्या होगा? First of all, there is the weight of this block, W1, which is M1 into G, which is 0.2 into 10, which is actually 2 Newton. Understood? Then there is the tension will always act away. मतलब this string, what is this string trying to do? This string will pull this block down and pull this block up.
Yes.
That's what the string. So the same tension T2, which is acting in the downward direction, and that T2 I already calculated to be
3 plus 3.
Understood this?
Yes.
Huh? Tension will always pull the body away. Okay? Whereas this string will pull this block up and the same string will pull this support down. What is the body under consideration? This block. So which force we will show? It is the upward force that I will have to show here. Because this string is pulling this block up and this support down.
Yes.
If
yes.
we are considering the support as a system, if I am drawing the free body diagram of the support, then the tension is pulling it down. But if I am considering this block B, then this block B is being pulled upwards, that is T1. Is that understood?
Yes.
Is this clear? Okay. Now, since the system is in equilibrium, so we'll say upward force is equal to downward force. This is one way of saying upward force is equal to downward force. मतलब T1 is equal to 2 Newton plus 3 Newton. That is 5 Newton. Some people say it or put it in a different way, that summation of all the forces equal to 0. Summation of all the forces in the y direction is equal to 0 because of equilibrium. Now what does this mean? I'll have to go for the some sign conventions. Upward force positive plus T1, downward force is negative minus W1, downward T2 negative minus T2 is equal to 0. Well, it means the same. If I am using summation of all the forces equal to 0, that means I'll have to use the sign conventions, plus and minus. Or in other words, I can say upward force equal to downward force, it will mean the same way, it will give the same result. This is okay? Any doubts about that? Very clear? I don't know whether one should call this as a star problem. I think it's...
Are tied to each other through a light string and placed on a smooth horizontal table. One of the blocks is pulled along the line, joining them with a constant pressure and the tension in the string.
Two blocks of the masses M and N, equal masses. They are tied to each other by a string and put on the horizontal table. One of the blocks, M1, M2, what are the masses given? M each. The masses are M. One of the blocks is pulled in this direction by applying the force F. Right? Find the tension in the string joining the blocks. Well, I will call these blocks as A and B. Blocks as A. So if I draw the free body diagram of A, क्या मिलेगा? Free body diagram of block A. What do we get there? This is the block. Well, there is certain downward force acting on this block, mg, and then there is a normal reaction, r, n, whatever. There is an unbalanced force here like this force F, and there is a tension acting in this direction. वो टेंशन ए ब्लॉक को इधर खींचेगा और बी ब्लॉक को इधर खींचेगा. टेंशन तो टेंशन ही रहेगा, राइट ना? Whereas if I draw the free body diagram of the string, तो उस string को दोनों tensions opposite direction में खींचेंगे. Did you understand this?
Yes.
Because you have to remember one thing about the tension. Whatever is the body under consideration, the tension will always be acting away from that body under consideration. So this tension is acting away from the body under consideration. Is this okay? Now that here we use the Newton's second law of motion. Newton's second law. Newton's second law क्या बोलता है? Rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the applied force and the displacement takes place in the direction of the force. Correct?
मुझे बताओ, in these two forces R and mg, is the body moving up or down? No. So both are equal. इन दोनों में कौन सा फोर्स ज्यादा होगा? ये, right? So there is the rightward is the direction of the motion. बराबर है क्या? Right towards right is the direction of the motion, I would say. So दोनों में से कौन सा फोर्स ज्यादा है? ये. So what is the मतलब if this is 10 Newton and if this is 3 Newton, तो ये कितने से ज्यादा है? 7 से. So this is F minus T. This is the resultant force. What we call this as resultant force. And this is the resultant force जिसको हम बोलेंगे F and S. F is equal to m. इसको मैं बोल सकता हूँ F is equal to m. This is the resultant force which is acting, and this force will produce the acceleration. That acceleration I want to find out. Is this okay? Is that clear? So I'll put it like this. So this is the free body diagram of block A. And what will be the free body diagram of block B? Of block B. This is the block. This is the weight. This is the normal reaction. And the tension is pulling it in this direction. And anything which is opposing this tension, well, it could have been the friction, but they haven't mentioned anything. We'll be seeing the friction in the next part, next chapter. The name of the subject is friction. यहाँ पर we have to neglect the friction. We'll say there is no friction here. So this is the unbalanced force, and this is equal to F is equal to ma. Yes or no? So what is T is equal to ma. Now these are the two equations. I'll solve these two equations. F minus T is equal to ma, and T is equal to ma. What I want is the acceleration. No, I want the tension. So this is the tension. This is the tension. I think they can ask you what is the acceleration in between the two blocks. This is question number 5. Find the tension in the block. Okay, I will push this question further. The tension is ma. I'll push this question further. Hence, find what is the acceleration of the two blocks or of the acceleration of the systems. So I will substitute this T is equal to ma here. So this will become ma minus ma उधर जाके plus ma होगा, right? No. F minus ma is equal to ma. So F is equal to 2ma, and acceleration is equal to F upon 2m. You see? So this is the acceleration of the both the blocks. Both the blocks will be moving with this acceleration. Any doubts about this? I don't know whether I should call this as a star problem. You decide.
Yes.
Should it be? Should it be? No. Any doubts about this? Well, keeping this in mind, and in other words, I can say that this is tension. If I substitute this for tension, so it will be like F is equal to 2 times T, and tension is equal to F upon 2. So maybe they have given the answer tension like this or like this. Check the answer, please. Question number 6. A particle of mass 50 gram. Particle of mass 50 gram. 50 gram. 50 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. So this is 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 kg. Mass of the particle. The variation of the speed with time is shown in the figure. Find the force acting on the particle at t is equal to 2, 4 and 6 seconds. How's that? This is the particle. Time and the velocity is given there. Hmm? 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. 5, 10, 15. We want to find out what is the force acting at t is equal to 2, 4 and 6 seconds. Just tell me. What's that? Well, what I see here is the velocity is changing constantly. Constant. So the slope is constant. So what kind of, if this is a constant slope, what does this mean?
There's acceleration.
There is uniform. We call this as uniformly accelerated motion. Yes or no? If this is uniformly accelerated motion, the slope of this will be the acceleration. So what is the slope? A1. What is the acceleration? Well, I can say v minus u upon t. है ना? और delta y upon delta x. This is 3. बराबर है? The coordinates of this point are 3, 15. The coordinates of this point are 0, 0. So even the slope will give me the acceleration. You can take it like this: y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. बराबर है ना? So this is 15 minus 0 upon 3 minus 0. Or you can say v minus u upon t. It will fall at the same place. So acceleration first is 5 meter per second square. And this acceleration is constantly uniform from 0 seconds to 3 seconds. So the first force in this case is mass into acceleration. Mass is 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 and acceleration is 5. So this is 25 into 10 raised to minus 2. That is equal to 0.25 Newton in the first case. Yes or no?
Yes.
In the second case, there is no change. So acceleration is 0 and therefore the force is also 0. In the second case, acceleration is 0 and the force is 0. Yes or no?
Yes.
And in the third case, can I leave it to you? This will be the accelerating force and this will be the retarding force because there is a retardation.
Minus 5.
Correct. So this is in the direction of motion. This force is in the direction of motion, and this force will be opposite to the direction of motion. Can I leave it to you?
Yeah.
That will be the opposite force. Is this okay?
Yes.
I don't know. Should I call this as a star block? Question number 5.7. Two blocks A and B of masses MA and ME respectively are kept in contact on the frictionless table. The experimenter pushes the block A from behind so that the block accelerates. If the block A exerts a force F on the block B, what is the force exerted by the experimenter on A? Did you get the question?
Yeah.
This is the first block. Second block. Masses. The masses may be different here. Because this is MA. MB. The experimenter is pushing this block. This force is asked here. But they say that when I draw the free body diagrams, of this, so this is free body diagram of E, and this is free body diagram of B. That's a huge diagram. So this is the weight W2 or WB is equal to MB into G, and this will be the normal reaction whatever. So consider R2. Now they say that this block is experiencing what force? F. Okay? This is the force experienced by block B. That means block A pushes block B by this force. So by the principle of action reaction, the same force is acting on this also. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Right now? And this is MA into G, that is weight of this block A, and that is the normal reaction R1. So they want us to find out what is the force exerted here. F. Experimenter ने कितना force exert किया है? They want us to find out what is the force exerted by the experimenter. Do you understand that? Okay. Now it's moving with acceleration a, na? The blocks just try to accelerate, right? So what is the direction of motion here? This is the direction of motion. Correct? Well, this is the direction of motion. And wherever there is motion, so there is no force which is balancing this force. So this capital F is equal to ma, and both are in the same, they are in contact. So the system is going to move with acceleration a. समझ में आ गया बात? Isn't it? So I would say this F is equal to mba. F is equal to ma.
Yeah.
F is equal to ma. This is the unbalanced force. What is the unbalanced force here? Which is the greater force? This is the greater force. I mean, ये ज़्यादा force है. So this pushes. So what is the unbalanced force here? Resultant force. F minus F. Right?
Yeah.
This is the unbalanced force. F minus F. And this resultant force is equal to ma. मतलब ma into a. Yes or no? Correct? Okay. So now can I replace this F by this? So what is this going to become?
F minus
MBA
equal to ma.
A. Can I transfer it here? Can I take A common? And this is going to be
F equal to
MA plus MB.
ma
माइनस का प्लस हो जाएगा उधर जाके.
Yeah.
Right? Now I want to find out what is this acceleration. देखो यहाँ पर acceleration जो है, if I write acceleration is equal to F upon mv. Correct? So can I replace this a here by this?
Yes.
So what am I going to get here? F is equal to क्या आएगा मतलब? So become F upon mv to ma plus mv. Can I send this one upon mv inside and divide? So what is the force exerted by the experimenter? Is given by F into ma upon mv plus 1. Check the answer please. Question number 5.1. The particle of mass 0.3 kg. Mass of the particle 0.3 kg is subjected to a force F is equal to minus kx. F is equal to minus kx with K is equal to 15 Newton per meter. K is equal to 15 Newton per meter. What will be its initial acceleration if it is released from the point x is equal to 20 centimeter? Initial acceleration if it is released from the point x is equal to 20 centimeter. How's that? Yes? Now I know that force F is equal to ma.
Same.
F is equal to minus kx is equal to ma. बराबर है ना? The LHS is same, the RHS is same. Let me equate the RHS. So minus kx upon m. M इधर divide करेगा. That will be a. Yes or no?
Yes.
So what is a is equal to minus k minus 50 into x 0.2 in upon mass 0.2. 1.2 cancel, minus 15 into 2 upon 3, 5 is 15, 5 to the 10. Acceleration is minus 10 meter per second square. Answer. Is this okay? Any doubts? So that means it's a deceleration.
Yeah.
It's a deceleration. Is this okay? Easy? Okay. Now before I go for this question, I will talk something about the springs. I will talk something about the springs. Suppose this is a spring which is not stretched. The spring is left naturally. Now there are two types of springs. If I consider the ballpoint pen, then it will be having a spring inside that, and I need to apply some force to compress the spring. Some force is needed to compress the spring. If I am compressing this by 1 centimeter, and the force is 10 Newton. If I am compressing this by
1 second.
and the force is 10, then the stiffness, this is called as spring constant, or it is also called as stiffness constant, spring stiffness, and it is nothing but the force divided by the deformation delta. What is the force? 10 Newton. And what is the deformation? 1 centimeter. Isn't it? Can I convert this centimeter into meter? Yes. This is 10 upon 10 raised to minus 2. So that will become centimeter is converted into meter. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that means 10,000 Newton per meter. This is the stiffness of the spring. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Now sometimes the stiffness is also denoted by x. X is the stiffness. But the deformation is denoted by x. So if I cross multiply, what equation I get? F is equal to k into x. Did you understand this? Did you understand this? Okay. One more thing to be remembered here, that whenever we are compressing this spring, you know that whenever I am compressing the spring, some energy is stored in the spring, isn't it? Some energy, and that is called as the potential energy or elastic energy. Okay. The energy stored in the spring is called as elastic energy, potential energy, whatever. Elastic energy. That elastic energy is given by half kx square. Now we don't need this formula, but at somewhere at the latter point we will be needing this formula. So I just gave it to you. You can write this in the formula section again, for the specially meant for the spring. No doubt there are some tension springs also. Now this is called as compression because the spring is compressed here. But sometimes, like spring balance, the spring is a extension type. तो वहाँ पर जो इसका extension होगा, x is elongation, और यहाँ पर x is the compression. So this x can be an elongation or compression. X can be elongation or compression. In short, we call this as the deformation. We call this as deformation, change in the length. That is called the deformation. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Now these are some of the important noteworthy points about the spring, and now I will switch over to question number 5.10, which is based on the springs. You see, and for both the kinds of spring, F is equal to kx. What is k? K is the stiffness constant, spring constant. Okay, understood? Let us read the question. Both the springs shown in the figure are unstretched. Unstretched मतलब ना ही उसको compress किया है, ना ही उसको elongate किया है. Unstretched. If the block is displaced by the distance x and released, what will be the initial acceleration? The block is displaced and released. Now this is the springs are shown here like this. This is the block, and this block is connected to two springs. This is K1 and this is K2, and is the mass of the block. Okay. Yes. Now let us say that we displace this. So when we displace the block by distance x, this spring is compressed and this spring is elongated, isn't it? By distance same x, by the distance x. So यहाँ पर this spring will try to expand because we are compressing it.
This will try to
Compress because we are elongating it. So there is force involved in this F1, which is equal to K1 into x, and this is also, there is one more force. So यहाँ पर जो force है see, we are trying to force it in this direction. So what this spring will try to do, it will try to push it. और इसको ये खींच रहा है, तो ये क्या करेगा, उसको इस तरफ खींचेगा. दैट मीन्स दिस इज द फोर्स F1 and this is the force F2. Force F2 is equal to K2 into x, and both these forces they are in the same direction, and hence they will get added. So what is the resultant force? F is equal to F1 plus F2. That is equal to K1x plus K2x, and that is equal to K1 plus K2 into x. This is the resulting force which is acting there. Is this okay?
Yeah.
But this force, this is the unbalanced force.
Yeah.
Because if I leave it like that, then the mass will keep on vibrating. And this F is equal to ma.
Yeah.
This is m is equal to ma. So what is A is equal to K1 plus K2 into x upon m. Check answer, please. And this is in the opposite direction to the response.